Hi Scorpio. So let's just get right into it. We're gonna pull a Moonology card for you. See, what does Scorpio need to know from the Moonology deck right now? Hope you're feeling good, Scorpio. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius, okay? A personal issue reaches resolution. All right, so maybe some of you are ready to just be done with something, or you're seeing something in a different way, and that's gonna help you somehow. All right, for my Scorpio collective, all signs Scorpio, all placements of the sign Scorpio, what do they need to know from the Oracle? What do they need to know from the Oracle? Remember to practice self-love, Scorpio. Okay, so some of you may be doing that right now. It's time for healing, not war. So some of you might have been warring with yourselves. Some of you might be like going against the wind for some reason, fighting a very strong current. And maybe you're just ready to relax for a bit, take some time for yourself. Let's see what the tarot has to say for Scorpio. I'm starting off with the Ace of Swords, seeing the truth of a situation, maybe getting some communication. Five of Swords here. Maybe being strategic about something, or trying to think of a certain way to do something or approach a situation. Let's keep going here. And that was like 5 cards, so we're gonna keep going. It came out like maybe someone's gonna be served divorce papers, or some kind of separation. Maybe you'll receive a letter of termination or something like that. Or somebody will. Sorry if you're going through that. But let's keep going to pull the main spread. We have the Two of Swords here. It's the main focus. The Ace of Cups as the advice. And then we have the Hierophant as the outcome. Temperance as the overall energy, and I just got leveling up with this Hierophant energy coming out. Okay, so Temperance as the overall energy. Maybe some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius, or you have it heavy in your chart, some heavy placement of it. But it's like, right now, it's like you've been trying to keep overall just a balanced energy. You've been trying to keep cool about something, or stay in a place of like Zen energy. You're just maintaining, I feel like. And then starting out with the Ace of Swords, it could be because you're seeing the truth of a situation. You might be like, listen, I'm at this stage in my life, or in a particular circumstance, and it is what it is. With the Ace of Swords here, it's like you're not lying to yourself about it. You see it for what it is. And you're trying to balance your energy within that. But what's crossing that is the Five of Swords. So it's like maybe there's an issue with surrender here, which I'm surprised we didn't get surrender to the divine from the Moonology cards. But with the Five of Swords being here, it's still like you're trying to maneuver something, or think of the best way to approach something. A lot of headspace being taken up trying to sort out something, but only... I'm hearing like on the surface, it's like you want to sort it out, but you almost don't, because you might be okay with the way things are, but you know that it can't last forever for whatever reason. I'm getting that energy with the Five of Swords. So there's a need to like get moving on a situation. But you are not. It's like you're thinking about it. You're thinking about the best way to go about things and trying to just remain even. calm about the situation. And then with the Two of Swords being the main focus of the reading, it's like there could be some sort of, I feel like somebody is telling themselves one thing, even though they know the truth of the situation. So it's like, you know what it is, but you're still trying to figure something out that is already figured out. I hope this is making sense to someone. It's like you're figuring out something that you've already figured out. It's like you already have the steps laid out for you within your mind, but it's like maybe an energy of putting something off with the Two of Swords being here. Maybe something you need to reveal. I'm really noticing the moon here with this Two of Swords. Hiding something from yourself, but it's not really, because I feel like you already have an understanding, and I'm getting like a coping energy. So you're coping with whatever the situation is, but at the same time, coping might be, I mean, I don't want to say stagnation, but putting something off, and it's like something that you don't really need to be putting off, Scorpio. This could be somebody around you. So there's something that needs to be addressed, and maybe you're telling yourself, I'm hearing like tomorrow, I can do it tomorrow, or I can think about it tomorrow. But then tomorrow comes, and again, the day comes and goes, and you're like, I'll think about it tomorrow. But you know that it needs to be done. Whatever it is, it could be big or it could be small. But it's something that I feel like is going to grow if it's not addressed. It's like something you can take care of if you address it. You just have to address it. That might require you to look at the bigger picture, which is why that came out in the Moonology card. So for the new moon, maybe you would need to release not even release, because a new moon is more manifestation time. You might need to manifestate. You might need to manifest motivation, I'm hearing. Like you might need to manifest gumption, like to get up and do whatever it is you know you need to be doing. Because there's some reason that you're stalling. I'm not really feeling anything bad. It's just there's an energy of stalling here. And I'm not really understanding why, so I'm going to clarify. We have the Ace of Cups here as the advice. And the eye is really, really sticking out to me for some reason on this card right now. It's like glaring. I feel like with the Ace of Cups here, there's something you need to be starting or looking for. Some of you might need to be searching for something. Some of you might need to be looking for a new job or looking for, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Something you need to be looking for. It could be something physical like that, but you're not doing it. And I get the feeling with the phases of the moon here, like time is passing and you're just like not really feeling it. I feel like you're not really feeling it, Scorpio, for some reason. You're just not feeling it. But I think when that happens, that's when you kind of have to give yourself that extra pepping your step with discipline or determination. And we're going to clarify that Ace of Cups and see, because that is the advice. And with look at the bigger picture coming out, I feel like there is a need for you to see the good in the situation, even though it's like, because I feel like it's something you know, but you have been putting off. Like, I know I need to do this, but I just can't get the energy to do it, or I can't get the motivation to do it, but nonetheless, it needs to get done. So it could have something to do with awakening your desires, and we'll look into that. With the outcome being the Hierophant, you may need to, you may actually, I'm hearing go to church. Some of you might go to church or go to a place that's sacred to you to think about it, to contemplate, to clear your mind of this Five of Swords energy, which is like the constant strategizing without the follow through, is what I'm feeling. it's like, yeah, you might check in with, you might even get a tarot reading. You might try to get a personal reading about the situation and get some guidance. It's like you might want guidance from someone. Even if it's a doctor, you might be like looking on YouTube for what a doctor says about a certain situation. It could be pertaining to anything for you, like big or small, but either way, it's like with this oracle being here, potion, remember to practice self-love. Whatever you're stalling on is something that's for your own benefit, is what I'm feeling. Like it's something that is for your own good, Scorpio, which is why I feel like the energies are encouraging you to get going on it. I feel like your main energy at this time, though, or your grounding energy, has just been trying to keep yourself balanced, like just trying to keep yourself okay. So I almost feel like you're going through a little bit of a turbulent time, and you're just managing. You're not trying to stir the pot, even within yourself, and that could be why this is here. You're just like, I'm getting the energy of that everything is fine card from the Modern Witch deck, but it's like the Ten of Swords. So, you know, of course, Scorpio's been through some things. You know, you go through like number 13 energy, having to deal with tough situations and overcoming those tough situations. I feel like right now you're in a stage of recovery, but it's time to actually recover. And you're kind of getting caught in, what's the word, airplane mode or cruise control? Cruise control. So let's see. What is this Ace of Swords for my Scorpios? Capricorn energy, the Devil coming out there. The Page of Wands. You might get some kind of communication about a Capricorn, or you might just yeah, you might learn something about a contract. Or you might be seeing that you are in this energy. Like some of you might be coming to the realization that you're in this kind of mode of getting caught up in, because, you know, the Devil does represent also clinging to things that might not always be the best for us. And it's in the upright. I'm not saying it's like terrible or anything like that, but you might be noticing that you are kind of getting into a pattern that might not be the best for you, in that stalling pattern, and you're catching it, which is good. It's like you see it, you just haven't done anything about it yet. Can I get one more on this Ace of Swords and the Devil, please? We have the Empress here, and we have the Strength. Yeah, I feel like that is... What does the Empress do? Everything. You know, she's got the wheel right here. She's standing in the wheel. And I feel like that's because she's constantly, or not constantly, but she's like embodying all of the energies balanced, and she is birthing new things. It's like she is nurturing and also creating. And, you know, I'm hearing financing too. So it's like there's something to do with your finances here as well. Capricorn energy, Libra energy. But I feel, Scorpio, it could have something to do with your money, but I am getting like a need to maybe look for something. You could know that maybe where you are is not where you want to be when it comes to your employment, and you want something new and you know it's time to look, then don't ignore that nudge. And some of you may be in between and you need to look as well. So it's like getting too comfortable, I almost feel like. And sometimes self-love is doing those things that we know we need to do, right? Seven of Pentacles, yeah, making investments. And with the Five of Swords, it's like you've been thinking about which way to go there, but I feel like with the Lovers being here at the bottom, you've already analyzed and looked at the bigger picture of that and know what you need to do. It's just a matter of doing it and making those investments, solidifying those plans. Can I get one more on the Five of Swords and Seven of Pentacles, please? Four of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. It may be hard to tear yourself away from something, or maybe you may be thinking about too, with the Four of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles, like this could have been great. Like what I was doing is something I really wanted to do, but it's just not working out the way I thought it would, or that's just not the right fit. And cutting the losses, like knowing, okay, so that's what that experience was, and now I need to create a new experience with that Empress energy, clarifying the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's like an investment that didn't work out with the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. What about this Two of Swords? Knight of Cups, clarifying the Two of Swords. And the Three of Wands is the grounding energy. So it's like you need to go toward the things that will, I'm hearing elevate, and I was thinking push you forward. So yeah, it's a matter of propelling yourself forward. And that's kind of not what you're doing right now. You're more in like a, I'm getting the image of a philosopher. Commiseration, just really, really heavily thinking about the way things have been and how things have come to be for you at this very moment. And it's like, that's great. And you need those moments of realization and contemplation. However, there's a need for you now to really get going on your new passions and moving towards something that'll be the right fit for you with that Knight of Cups. What about this Ace of Cups? Clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. Your independence. What's here? The High Priestess. So some of you might still be trying, and that could be what you're trying to figure out with the Ace of Cups, clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, like still trying to figure out with that High Priestess energy, what is it? Like, that is that Knight of Cups energy for me. What is it that really will be truly inspiring to me if I go forward? And that could be why you're on this kind of contemplative state. It's just, I feel like you already know, and it's something that you're ignoring. It's like something that's right there that for some reason you're overlooking. Maybe it's something you're telling yourself you can't do, and I don't think that's true. I feel like it's something you already do, and it's just maybe that's something you can grow and expand on. Let's see. What is this Two of... I want to combine these. Can I get a clarifier on the Two of Swords with the Ace of Cups, please? Page of Pentacles, Six of Cups. This could be something that you pursued in the past, and maybe it didn't work out as you thought it would in the past. What's the grounding here? It was difficult in the past, yeah. The Five of Wands, and maybe that caused you to give up on it or to set it aside and just write it off. Maybe that experience was just painful for you, Scorpio, and you were like, well, I'm just gonna move past that. But there's something about it that you should revisit. Maybe at that time you weren't ready for it, but now you're ready. It could be something that you just need to seek guidance for, get help for, train for. I'm also hearing with this Hierophant. Let's get a clarifier for the Hierophant here as the outcome. What about this Hierophant, please, for my Scorpios? We got the High Priestess again. And then we got the Five of Pentacles. For some of you, this is your own, like, spiritual business. For some of you, this is like, you could have success in a spiritual profession of some sort, not necessarily tarot card reading, but something. Maybe you could be a Reiki healer. Maybe you could be, some of you might feel like you should have been a preacher or you should have been a speaker of some sort. That could be something that ignites passion in you and you left it behind with the Five of Pentacles here. What's this? We have the Page of Wands beneath that and the King of Cups beneath that. Seven of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, King of Swords, and the Sun. Yeah, it's like something that made you happy that you ended up cutting out because there was something sour about the experience for you. Let's see, can I get one more on this Hierophant and the High Priestess? Yeah, I feel like it's a challenge, but it's something that you can overcome with the Strength being here and the Temperance. And we started off with the Temperance as our overall energy. So I feel like with your advice here being this Ace of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles, it's time for you to revisit that. And it could be something specifically that you did get training for and then you gave up on. So that could be a clue for somebody. Or you maybe not intended to give up on it, but you set it aside or said, I'll come back to it, and you haven't. And there's a need for you to come back to that. And I heard exam as well. This could have been an exam some of you didn't do well on or you didn't even fully attempt. So this is something that you need to finish. What's beneath the Temperance? We have the Nine of Cups and we have the Emperor. Yeah, completing this will be good for you and it'll allow you to move forward in a way. The Six of Swords being here. It's something that you have wanted to do for a long time. Think about it with the Hermit. Give yourself a chance to have this new beginning with it. Something that you didn't really fully give yourself grace on, that you should complete, and doing that will help you go forward, okay? You know the truth. You know what it is you need to be doing, Scorpio, okay? That's what I have for you. And until next time, my darlings, all is well. Bye.